Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Look, baby, I got my smile.
We are live and in color on a Monday at 6 p.m. We don't own the rights to this music, but we sure enjoy listening to it.
See my cup says.
Sweater weather.
Is this weather not crazy?
It's bipolar.
Got some hot tea. So good. It's weather. You guys, we woke up this morning to rain, to storms. We didn't watch the weather, so we knew what was going to happen. Hey, everybody. Wynn and Wanda Hines and people on YouTube Live. And let me see what the screen say back there. On every day with confidence. Get us forecast. They keep you ready. Okay, so we got forecasting going on back there. So, but we woke up to rain, and there was some delay and some meetings that I had.
And warm.
And it woke up warm. It was warm. Then it rained just a little bit. You know, after 8, it stormed like early morning. And then I left out of my doctor's appointment that I had and got outside, and it was freezing.
Yep.
And I think I saw a little snow flurry. I know I did.
Yep, you did. They said it was snowing some in the area. And I didn't see any snow, but the rain was cold, and it was kind of bitter cold.
Uh-huh.
I kind of got real chill.
So we got the fireplace on.
But I had to make a couple stops, and man, it was.
Hey, you guys, what's going on? Good to see y'all. Princess Barkley and Eric Hines and Alterence and Lindsay. And man, you guys are coming on in. I see y'all on, I didn't check lately on the YouTube Live to see if people are able to comment. Because, you know, once you get a certain amount of viewership, they open it up. I just ain't checked. So you guys, thank y'all for joining. You see, we got our segment post today that talks about GodFidence and the reason why we do these broadcasts. But the show is designed for real people and who want answers to real marriage, being single, being losing a spouse, children, and dating, all of that. Hey, Carmela, how are you? Carmela used to do a crazy thing with me.
Okay.
And Carmela lost her husband.
Okay.
And so Matt. But over the years, hey, Miss Hayes, good to see you in the house. So maybe you want to
one of our biggest supporters.
So we're gonna jump right on in, you guys. Y'all can see today's segment is brought to you live by the weather. That's our
the bipolar weather of Georgia.
By the weather.
As our son Austin said.
Yes, great and marvelous Monday to you too, Valerie Adams. And so you guys, me and Fuller were sitting here. I don't know if y'all do this or not, but we like to reminisce over our weekend. And we were trying to figure out what we did on Friday, and we still can't remember what we did on a Friday night. But we do know what we did on Saturday.
Now, I was on 2 calls Thursday. I remember that. I remember Paige came over Friday. And she had one of classmates with her.
I'm telling you, I think we decided to watch a movie, and I ended up cooking steaks and some.
We watched the movie where Texas Western beat Kentucky in 1966 with Pat Riley. He was on that team. And it was the first time the all-black team had won the NCAA basketball championship. That's what we watched. That's one thing we did. That was our date night.
That was our date night. And I decided, Fuller went to Sam's and had bought these big old ribeye steaks. And that's the other day. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put these in a Ziploc bag, put some garlic in them with some marinade, season them, and let them. I didn't put in seasoning salt on them. I just left them in the freezer and then took them out, put them in the oven 400.
Delicious, just delicious.
Sometimes in date nights,
big steaks too, man. They was real.
And we just had one steak. This steak was probably this big. We just cut it in half, and I still got a little piece left.
Delicious. It was delicious.
Yeah. And so, but then our biggest. Doc Layton, I think you want to hear this. Hey, row your boat, row Nelda. What's going on? Yes, it is a rare opportunity at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on her West Coast. Yeah. So we got a chance, Doc Layton, have our first. So I had a sorority meeting Saturday, and then I got a chance to, which I never do, is I don't ever take a nap. But we've been getting up early for a lot of different things. But then later on, as we mentioned last week, our good GodFidence watcher, Lady Felicia Price, and her husband invited us to to their church, Refreshing
Place
Ministries out in Decatur, and we did our very first on site. I don't say live because y'all thought I was going live here. On site church in person GodFidence, y'all.
Yeah,
it was so nicely. They set it up really nice, didn't they?
It was good.
It was very. They had it, just a very nice couple.
The prices,
Pastor Prices, and or Price, and they just laid it out. I mean, it was really nice.
It was really laid nice. It was about
it was 65
couples or so.
Yeah, about 30 couples
or so.
Yeah. And they, instead of doing like regular food, they ended up having salads, all different types of salads, all different types of desserts, any kind of salad you can think of. I mean, all kinds of potato salad, macaroni salad. They had broccoli and cheese salad. They had, like a macaroni. I mean, like a lo mein kind of salad. And they had, chicken salad. Any salad you can think of, they had. That was actually a neat idea. Instead of having like potatoes, meat, macaroni and cheese, green beans, collard greens, all the same stuff we normally have on the East Coast. That's what we just saying on the East Coast. So, but they did it really nicely.
It was.
Yep, and they had lots of desserts. Me and Fuller, typically, I don't know about you guys, when I get ready to minister, I don't eat. And you don't either.
Well,
we just don't. We don't have food flying out of our mouth when we're trying to talk. And so, but that was really nice. As Fuller said, there was about 30 couples, 60 people that were there. They had the dining room set up nicely.
Sister Vera and Boo and
Linda and
Preston came.
And our GodFidence, my friend Gwen, who I've known for 30 years from the choir.
Yeah.
Gwen was there. Yeah. And so we tried not to advertise too much because we knew that they had already had a set number of people, and I told them maybe less than 10 people could come from my side. But y'all, it was so great. And look, just like we're doing right now, we had it set up just like this.
Right. Oh, I'm going to shout out to Chris Page and Dexter Hurd while we were talking. So that's all. And it was laid. The people was very receptive. They was laughing because when you say something sensitive, they didn't know it's true. They get quiet. Instead of getting quiet, I had them laugh because it was good conversation. It was really good. It was just like this, just like we did GodFidence, and I think it went over very well.
Well, and that actually you and I started about 7:30, and we went to 9, but it didn't feel like that, did it? Maybe 7:45, and then we went to about 9 because people were also sent in questions where they had on a card, and we did those at the kind of very end, and then we answered their questions. Nobody came to the mic. But we did.
They wrote the questions down.
Wrote some questions down, but we did it just like we're talking now. We came up. They already had a subject which was two are better than one, and but we didn't, like follow that sort of guideline.
We covered everything.
Yeah, we covered everything that you can think of.
Because I know questions can get spouses in trouble, so we had to write it down because a lot of times. And from the female perspective, they tell it all. A man will just ask a point question, but a woman, she gonna start getting, and the husband be drawing up more and ducking when she's like that. So it keeps confusion down at home because it was there for therapy, not for counseling.
Right. You may need some counseling after because they were direct questions which brought us to our subject for today. Which is, I was, me and Fuller were talking, but on my own, I come up with these titles because one of the titles that I had last week after we were chatting with the Turners was a title called Don't Say Nothing Love, which means, we're in relationships, but, one person may, and it oftentimes maybe it's the woman or the man, it doesn't really matter. They express their love language and they say the words "I love you" and they want to be loved, and they're wondering why their spouse is not as loving or whatever it may be, right? And so I changed it from "Don't Say Nothing Love" because not everybody gets sort of that fun, playful language, and I changed it to today's subject, which is what women want versus what men want. And so today we're doing that. So Fuller, what I love about Fuller, you guys, y'all gotta love this man, is Fuller, for lack of better words, he's just easy. So I could say, babe, here, this is what we're gonna do today. And Fuller's like, now if he don't want to do something, let me tell you something. Fuller ain't no punk. So he's gonna say, no, let's just keep doing what we've been doing. Or he'll say, this is so funny. When Fuller and I are talking, sometimes he'll say stuff like, I'll ask him a question, and we're gonna get to some questions that we got for y'all today and for each other. So I'll ask Fuller a question, and he said, yeah, I said that already about 10 times already. You gonna ask me that same question, but I already said it 10 times. And I'm like, everyone said, who are you talking to, babe?
But I'm not changing my mind on what I was saying. So why you ask me again?
Yeah, but I didn't know I asked you that. And what happens is we don't listen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
because you always is formulating another question.
Yeah, I do.
Behind the question, that's a question following that. So you got about 10 in a row.
I do. And hence the questions for today. I got some questions I want us to talk about. Is that okay with you guys? Y'all all right? Y'all all right?
Okay.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all, Fuller should not take a nap before GodFidence.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm really good.
Fuller likes it. Okay. So anyway, coming from our post live GodFidence, which was amazing. And then wait, I got to tell y'all this at the very end. Fuller didn't know I was going to do this, but after we finished up the segment, we got to wrap up. Tell the audience to do what we normally do, dance it. We came in on this is how we do it. So we did come in on that. I was off on key on that one. So you music people, don't be trying to talk about me. And then after we finished, then Fuller was sitting there, and I knew we were going to ask the audience to stand up, and then we do our kiss like we do here, and they kissed, but I sang "Sweet Love" to Fuller
at the very end.
Yep. It was
so
and I just had the mic and I was singing directly to him. I think they were singing with me too.
Yeah. Oh, they were.
Yeah. And then they started just listening in. So the same that we did for, hey, there we go. Lady Price is on. It was absolutely beautiful. It was. And so, but they got a chance to just, almost like we were at the wedding again.
Right.
So,
and we want to thank
Price
for the nice gifts. We told about we love pens.
Here's an example.
And she gave us some nice pens and my pen junkie. So that was a great gift, Lady Price.
Yes. They blessed us. They took care of us, sent us home with a box of food. I'm like, Lady Price, now come on now. Yeah. Y'all can't send them all these like two containers full of desserts. No.
I had my last one yesterday because I can't get strung out on it. No sweets.
In fact, sometimes I like to just take a bite of something and then just discard it. So, but anyway, we got some questions for. We're going to ask the question, but you may be able to answer the questions yourself, or bring your wife or spouse, husband along.
I don't know the game show that when they can ask for help. But I got Doc Layton on here and Eric Hines. And
you got Chris Page.
And so
you got some other lifeline folk.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else you got? Yeah, you got Doc Layton. You got Dexter Hurt. Yep, you said Dexter. Renelda's out there. Gwen's out there. Okay, so we got some lifelines. Okay, so babe. So basic truth questions. These are things that people are asking themselves in relationships. We talk about it. You guys probably talk about it with your spouse. But so Doc Layton, I know he's already saying, Lady Q gonna get him in trouble. She gonna lay out some stuff. Okay, you ready, Eric Hines? Okay, here we go. What do you think men are really looking for in a relationship that women often misunderstand? What do you think men are looking for?
They're not looking for their mama, for one. Oh, anyway, yeah, that's one. What else? What's next?
Y'all full of me, throwing me off. Hey, Roy McFadden.
I think no. Ask the question again.
What do you think?
That was a joke.
Well, no, it was good. That was a good one. What do you think men are looking for in a relationship that women often? Y'all can answer here too. Come on, Myra. Yeah. Y'all can answer on this side. Men, what do you think men are really looking for in a relationship that women often misunderstand. And I think that's a good response.
And I'm going to say to listen.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, sometimes we are faced with so much in the world, and responsibility, protection, security. We'll look for the children, being their protector and being a security for them. There's so much out there in the world that, and I'm going to say it, that a black man go face every day. Sometimes we want you just to listen. We ask for no comments, no reply, no statements, and sometimes we just want you to listen.
Just listen.
And that's what we want. And me and y'all chime in and see what you want to add to that.
Here go Roy McFadden talking about not their mother. Fuller's has made that clear. Okay, Fuller, you got a question? You want to flip that?
No, I'm waiting for someone to respond. Give my lifeline if I got a lifeline out there. Okay. What do you think women are really looking for that men sometimes overlook or underestimate?
Oh, where is that?
Number 2.
What do you think women are really looking for that men sometimes overlook or underestimate? I really believe, for me, I'm sorry. I'm going to be thinking. I'm looking for love. Okay. I found love now, but back in the day, I'd be looking for love in all the wrong places, and so I think that some men misunderstand or underestimate the type of love that a woman is looking for. She wants meaningful conversations, meaningful I love yous, and meaningful touches and hugs and kisses, and just she wants to be, or I want it to be loved. But I think that it was underestimated about the amount of love that I think that we require as women. We want to be perceived as the person that everyone is. Like when we walk in a room together, everybody know that me and Fuller together. Make no mistake about it. And so, but I think that we want to be the center of your eye, the center of the apple of your eye, the person that you brag about. So I want it to be loved. And I think that sometimes that men have a certain criteria of what they think love is, but they don't know how to display it all the time.
Okay.
The same way, right? We're two different beings, right? So the way you display love is different. I think you and I actually display love equally the same, but it may not have been that way in previous, as we've grown into now this new relationship. I didn't do the same thing, knowing what love really meant in my first marriage, because I was new to being one with somebody else. So I didn't know what that meant.
Well, I look at it this way. I know women, some of the men respond, and then maybe some of the ladies responded with you. Okay. But I know that women are multiplied. And the more affection and the more love I show you, you're going to multiply it back to me. And that's just our nature. So that's why you may not have acted like that at first because I thought you were kind of standoffish when we first start dating. But the more we dated and the more I touched you and stuff like that.
It's like, this is Bishop Fuller. First of all, can Bishop Fuller not want to touch me? That was throwing me off. But Eric Hahn says men are looking for a teammate who lovingly helps them be better covering their flaws without belittling.
That's good.
Or exposing flaws.
That's good. And reminding them of it.
Look, Chris Page responded for his wife. Women, and because she's probably said this, women want security. Right. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
Did Dexter say something?
Let me jump down to what Renelda said. I'm going in order. Many men are fixers. And women don't always want men to fix it. Just listen to the conversation.
That's what you say about me all the time.
Just listen.
I don't want you to fix it. I don't want you to, because you see a problem, we automatically go solve it.
Fuller say, did you call? He does everything he knows. I probably already did, but just say, did you do X, Y, Z, and everything? I didn't ask you. I called the folks. Did you so and so? I did that part too. And so let's see. Dexter Hurd then says, women are looking for security, protection, right, and truly love.
Okay.
And then Wanda says, yes, that's what Eric does for me. Come on, Eric Hines, you so
he's the bomb.
Yes. Okay. So, baby, you got another. We got questions for Dave.
Okay.
So, okay. So let's see where we at. What is the one thing that women do? Oh, what is one thing women do that makes a man feel truly appreciated? What is, you guys, one thing your spouse, whoever, that you dated somebody, do that makes a man feel truly appreciated? We got most of the people that are married here. So what's one thing that I do, Dave, that makes you feel truly appreciated?
To make me really feel appreciated, being thoughtful. One of them is being thoughtful. Doing something that you know I like, something I enjoy, and you'll do that.
Okay.
That's one. Number two is sometimes you'll initiate sex, and that's letting me know you really appreciate me and really love me. No, that wasn't on. Well, you just asked me. You didn't ask the audience. You asked me.
They're gonna say darling aggressive.
No, not saying aggressive, but sometimes a man want the wife because when we grew up in a generation where men had to be the pursuer all the time, but in return, a man like a woman to initiate it sometimes. Now, I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying I want to initiate it, and we really appreciate that, and just the thoughtfulness of to me really is the thoughtfulness that you bring to the table, because you'll pick up little things that you know I like and bring home some food, and it's something simple. It don't have to be nothing big. It's like a lemonade, a frosted lemonade, a frozen, just little things like that. I know you know what my taste bud was, and you brought it home.
Yeah, look here, Dr. Lady talking about preach, sir. You preach, sir. But let me bring this to light. I think too that women, one of the things that we're good at is, like you just said, we bring to light some things that you guys would want to talk about, but and not to be confrontational, but we're able to bring to the sex conversation or about initiating when something is not right. We're quick to not be critical, so we got to be careful, ladies, that we're not being critical, but that we're bringing concerns or conversations that your husband, spouse, whoever can receive.
Right.
Okay. You got a question for me?
Let's see. What is one thing men do that makes women feel loved and emotionally secure?
So Fuller has never given me a reason at any time. He'll say something like, I got you. You'll never have to worry about, like for example, I think I just have a habit of when I get in my car, I lock the door. Boy's like, you ain't got to do that. I'm here. Like, you don't got no gun and nothing. But he's like, I ain't got to do that. I'm here. And so, like, even when we're in our house, I think Paige feels safe because you're here. The one thing that you do that makes me feel secure is that you're here, that you're present. Like Friday, when we were here Friday, that's what it was. When Fuller, I don't know what day that was. I want to say it's Friday. Fuller and I decided to go out to our workout room, and we were both in the workout room. Fuller was on the bike, and I was on the rower, and Paige and her friend came by, and we were working out. And I know that made Paige feel good because she saw, and her friend saw, two parents at home at the same time, in the same room, having a conversation with each other. And it made her feel secure. It made me feel secure. And I know that makes her realize what she needs to look for in a man. Dexter said it, I think, and then Chris Page said it as well, is having a secure person or security. That's what everyone wants. I don't ever feel uncomfortable and some people can feel uncomfortable even in their home with a spouse where they don't feel safe or secure, like they got them, right? So like when I'm driving somewhere, going somewhere, or if somebody came up to me and said something, let's just say this. I saw this on some, I don't know, reality show or whatever, where somebody actually walked up to their spouse and they said something not in a nice way. You couldn't do that. You, first of all, you ain't gonna walk up to me, not just out the blue and say something crazy. So the security part for, I think I speak for many women. You guys already said it, but yes, that's what we need.
I want to say something about my late wife in that when Jean initially got sick and attacked in her body, I told her, I said, and I think this makes you feel more secure in that too. And I told her, I said, I got you. I said, I got you. And letting her know that she didn't have to go through this by herself. And so when Jean really got she couldn't do anything for herself. And the way I took care of her. And she said, I got to repent to you. And I said, for what? I said, what, babe? She said, you told me that you had me. She said, I don't know why. You didn't give me no reason, but I don't know why that I felt like you were just talking. But Kenny, you do too much. You really got me. And my sisters, my siblings, they came along, and once I told them about her sickness, they came along and took over and just took care of her. And then they was even surprised, and Vera's on, I think, they were even surprised the way I took care of Jean, because they know me. I'm not domestic. I won't do it. I pay you, I buy you, do it, that, and do anything you want. But I'm not. I don't have much sweat equity, but I had sweat equity with her. And I think you hearing that story, hearing me talk about that, I think that gives you the security that if you became feeble or something, that I will be there for you, and I'm going to take care of you and make sure. And even the hospice people that came in the room said, this is one of the first houses I've ever been in that doesn't smell. And your wife don't have no bed sores or not anything, because we took good care of them.
Let me tell you the other thing that we need trust.
That's definitely.
And I needed
both parts.
Right. I needed to know that you were not manipulating me. You were not just using me, but the trust to know when now look, I know some of you guys have 360 Life 360 on your phones or whatever, Google, whatever it is, the iPhones have the location sharing and all that. We keep our phones on location sharing. All of us, me, the kids, my niece, my mama, I got location sharing on. So he don't ever have to wonder. And so when he's got a question about, baby, you over at such and such, if I say I'm going to Dillard's, and then I'd say I'm going someplace. First of all, I never say I'm going someplace different than what I initially said. I don't say I'm going to go to the grocery store. Now I may end up at Home Goods, but that's in line with what I said. I know that, right? But I'm not going to say I'm going this place and then I show up in another part of town. I know relationships have some of those challenges, where the spouse doesn't feel good. Like somebody asked a question about going through their phone, that kind of stuff, that trust.
And one thing, both of us leave our phone all over the house. And the other thing is, and you have the passcode to my phone. I have the passcode to your phone. So if I wanted to look, I could look. But why look? Unless you tell me to look for it, because I'll tell you, pick up my phone and look at it and see if left me a message or give me that number right quick. So I have nothing to hide. And I think that increases the trust factor.
So one of the things that I said to someone at the event, and I said it to everybody, if you pick up your spouse's phone, is it okay to go through your spouse's phone? That's called trust. So if you go through your spouse's phone, and what you're going through the phone for, because you're looking for something, if you go through it and you find something, you're gonna find what you were looking for. So, but look, so Crystal says he actually, so we're talking about, something that you enjoy. So he actually listens, her husband listens when she wants to vent. That's good. Fuller does too. Anytime I need to say something, Fuller let me go ahead and vent, and he'll process it. Don't say anything. I say, you got something you want to say about it? You want to say anything? No. Thank you for that information. And he come back later. Then he may say something. But like you were saying, Crystal, just letting me vent and not trying to solve it. That's what we're saying. Stop. Don't try to solve it. So that's good. Okay. So babe, what else? Oh, I got a question. So Do men want peace more than they want romance in a relationship? Do men want peace?
That's a good question. If the romance there, peace automatically comes. But if peace there, romance already comes. You got me wrong.
So say it again.
But yeah, if peace there, romance comes. And if romance comes, then peace is there. Because a man, sometimes when a man is horny, he's kind of upset and
agitated.
And you can tell he always tell. And just and bring him on to that and whip it on him and then he good to go like like you do me.
Right.
So you such a baby.
I do that to Fuller sometimes. Look, then Dexter says, okay. Eric Hahn says, I want both.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. Then Dexter here says, but romance comes with
peace. Right. And peace comes with romance.
They do.
Yeah,
they're interchangeable.
Right.
And then here go another. That's a great question. Peace more than romance. And very good answer, Bishop. That's your buddy.
But,
peace more than romance.
But one thing I want to say about, I don't know whether this was a question earlier, but when women ask questions and a man don't answer, don't keep pushing it. Because he is contemplating, meditating, chewing it up, and see how that, or he want to process it himself, or he's trying to chew it up, and so he can say it in a manner where you won't be offended. So when you got a question you want to ask, don't push him to answer the question, because you keep pushing him, and then he'll get irritated. Then you take away the peace. And so a lot of times, just give him time to process it. Because a lot of times he processes it in himself, or he just wants to try to solve the problem, or go through what he's going through by himself at the time. And then he'll come back and talk to you about it. But you keep pushing him, you're going to make him irritable.
Yeah.
And then they're going to create friction in the house.
Yeah. Okay.
Any comments on it?
No.
Okay. Man, what y'all said, man?
Yeah. And total package. That's what Ms. Norma said. Dexter, quick to listen before I speak. Quick to listen.
Yeah.
Quick to listen.
That's right.
Yeah. So I got one more that I actually, let's see. Ooh. Here's something. What is one thing? I got this. Why don't you ask this, baby, so that the lady can respond.
What is one thing women wish men would do more without being asked?
Clean up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not for Fuller, because Fuller he come on and do what he's going to do, and he's only going to do what he's going to do, right? He ain't going to get in the attic. Now look, yeah, we got an attic that they didn't make the
straight
attic
up
right here. This attic go like this. Darlene Quincy ain't going up in the attic. I can go up there with some support at the very bottom, and I do mean this is how high the ceiling's down.
That's
12 feet.
No, that's more than 12 feet. About 14.
Okay, whatever it is.
16.
I'm going up there, but I'm going up there with a whole.
That's why we got children.
That's why we got children. But look, and so, but yeah, so right.
Okay. You answered that question.
Look, Crystal answered it for me. She was so all in the background. She didn't hear what I said. She probably just automatic. She want them to clean up after themselves. Yeah.
Now, you can't base most men off of me, because I'm not a good example in that I'm an old retail guy, clothing store. So I'm picking up my things, but I pick up my things. So now the slacks I wear that day, I might put on the little couch area, because I'm probably gonna put them back on. But then once that I know I'm not gonna wear them anymore, I fold them up and put them in the closet.
And that's one thing. Okay, Crystal said cleaning up after themselves. Okay. Now, what we did was we had to have some conversations,
right?
About not in a nagging way, because I'm telling you that doggone thing was bothering me though. Full of the paper towels, hanging down. Right. Full of go, and he still does a few things, and I don't let it go get me off sidetrack. So like he may pull out simple small stuff. pull out the coffee maker, and he leave it all the way out, and then he leave them little sticks to the coffee, the little stirs right on the little thing, or like the little sugar.
Coming back to get some more coffee.
Okay. Okay. That's probably true. But we come right behind you 30 seconds later, and we like that needs to be cleaned up because we don't like stuff down. If you clean,
you like my sister Fat.
Yeah.
You could like use the cup of coffee, maybe have a coffee left, and you go in another room and you gonna come back and get it. She already done picked it up and cleaned it up.
I'm cleaning up. This one. Look. Let me see. So Emily says never go to bed mad. That's one thing.
That's good.
Now Crystal and Dexter married. Okay, so just because I keep saying Crystal. Okay, yeah, Dexter does that too. After I ask him a few times to clean up. Okay, remember I clean up behind myself. Okay, well I'm gonna ask you why. Okay, and then Dexter says, I am a little delayed in movement, but I eventually moved. Okay, well let's keep moving.
And then the other thing you asked me to keep my bathroom kind of clean. I'm gonna come back and use it again. So, but now for your sake and for your peace, I started putting everything under my counter, even though I don't want to. But to keep peace in the household, I go a little extra mile to do that to please you.
Yeah. So, and I guess I'm just, I think like most people that are clean women that like a tidy house. So Fuller would have a big bottle of lotion. He gonna have his toothpaste.
Listerine.
He gonna have his Listerine. He gonna have his soap, a couple of medications, hair oil. I'm like, what?
And I'm gonna have my saline spray and all those things. I use them every morning.
Oh, darling got us a candle.
Yeah, but that's you. But so but this is what I would like for you. We're in personal now. You and ladies to know that. And then when a man does it and you ask him and brought it to his attention and he do it, we would really like for y'all to notice and say, babe, you put all the stuff up. Babe, oh, that was so kind of you. That was so thoughtful of you. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
And then, because y'all be going around thinking something else we ain't done.
Look, you showed me right. Look, you not right. Look, Roy McFadden says, but Louise will come back behind me and clean again. Yes.
But with Louise, Roy go off and come back home. Louise will change all the furniture around and shift it and put it in a different room. She'll redecorate everything.
This furniture today is too heavy. I ain't doing that.
Good thing he's not blind because he'll be running to the furniture all the time.
Yeah, and so
Roy and Louise still decorate every day when you leave.
Look, okay, wait a minute. Let me put this up on the screen. So Dexter says, my wife is extra OCD. So I am already catching it. She's in the other room, right? Probably sitting right beside you. Y'all both texting on the same separate devices on your phone. Look, it's not a model home. We live here.
No.
Okay, Miss Norma, bye.
Thank you, Miss Norma.
Bye.
Thank you, my friend.
It isn't a model home, but I just like stuff put away. If you take it down, just put it back. Right. Okay. So, babe, it is now 6:39. Doc, let me see what Doc. Okay. Look, Dr. Lady ain't gonna say much until he come on the broadcast. He gonna say, yes, she is.
Right. She's still changing room.
Right.
What Doc said, men love to be celebrated.
Oh, yeah. Men love to be celebrated. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I celebrate you, babe?
Yes.
Yep. In fact, here's a good one. I love when I minister and Fuller says, babe, Doc, you sang that. Man, that was anointed. Man, that was you in your element. Fuller said to me one time that, I love every worship person. He said, but
you got to clarify. I'm wrong.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what I said. When I first started dating Darlene, she wasn't dating then. The first time she came onto the house, and my sibling was there, my kids were there, and everything, and we were surprised Darlene came. Because we respect Darlene. I mean, we just honor her because her gifting, her grace is a praise and worship leader. And she came by
with Paige.
And with Paige. And we got to talk about praise and worship because Boo, my brother-in-law, loved praise and worship. And because he's a singer himself. And he was and he was telling Paige about how anointed your mom is. And she said, told Darlene, said, tell her again. So because she likes the other people that lead praise and worship, and which is naturally did not recognize your mom. I told Paige, Darlene, well, just leaving out the Paige, let me tell you one thing about your mom. And this was before we start dating anything. I said, most of the praise and worship leaders are on the stage. When your mama comes, she owns the stage. And I still feel that way. Still feel like she's the greatest praise and worship leader outside of Ron Canola that ever lived. And even like recently, a couple of times recently, I was just so proud. I mean, I'm just beaming. I'm such a proud husband. She did a praise and worship seminar in Hattiesburg, Mississippi for the actors. And I'm still gleaming from that, how she controlled the band. She even changed the way the song went and told the band to follow her, the keyboard player to follow her, and to change and change that whole atmosphere. And she's an atmosphere changer, and she changed that whole atmosphere. And then when she sang the other night, "Sweet Love" to me again, I had her sing it on the way home again. I said, "Come on, sing it again. Just us." This, I admire, honor, and respect the gifting and the grace in your life.
Yeah, and we do the same thing for each other. So when Fuller ministers, I'm like, babe, that was good. And I'm not being trying to, just say it in a way that I'm pacifying him. No, y'all don't do that. So if you got a spouse that, some things that we need to work on, we've grown over the years, right? You can also give
from
your spouse feedback.
Right.
Here's like Fuller. I'll say to you, for example, baby, don't forget to finish your whole sentence.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Finish
the whole thing. He started talking, he cut off the word and go on to the next. And I said, finish the whole sentence, then go on to the next. But when he finishes ministering, I'll say, babe, that was good. I'm going to tell you. Now, if it's correction, then we correct stuff. But most times,
that's a way to do it. And Darlene does it excellent. I mean, because she said, finish your sentence. Slow down. My sister Vera, too, the one said, slow down. But I'd be so excited. I'd be trying to spit it out. That's why I'm fitting as soon as I get another thought while I'm talking like this and go and switch more. Oh, by the way, and I'm ministering Wednesday night at World Changers Church International. So if you're somewhere close by, can tune in, just come out at 7 o'clock. So Wednesday night. So
you guys, we got more questions. We're going to do a part 2 next week if we don't have our guest that's supposed to join us next week. But look, thank y'all for joining us and tuning in for GodFidence. And look, I know this says episode 75, but you guys realize we've been doing this almost 5 years. So we were changing the episodes. We do 10, and then I change it to an episode or series 2 or whatever, then episodes. And then I do a series 3 and then episode. So imagine the number of episodes that we've done.
And we're going on 15 minutes a day.
1 day a week for 52 weeks out of the year. So I guess, so we've been doing it for a while. So anybody else? So I see.
Look at Ronelda. She's a role model.
Ronelda was just being my sister talking about
Darlene's
a role model for worship leaders, especially for me. Now look here, y'all. If y'all came to the wedding, I don't know who Ronelda's talking to.
No, Ronelda
that doggone Ronelda. Yeah, dog it. She can sing.
She can sing.
Yeah, just so you know, and I admired Ronelda for years when we would go to our conventions. But yeah, so love you too, Miss Norma. Hey, Chris Fuller's brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys. Thank you for the family. Y'all, we are out. We will see y'all on next week on GodFidence. This is how we do it. Kiss it out. Got your spouse kissed it. And we will see you guys on next week. All right.
Hey, Chris, I called you today, but I get no answer. So holler at a brother.
All right. See you guys later. We love you.